Hello, RMU, and welcome to the end of the world as we know it. Yes, it's the end of a dynasty here at Prime Cuts Theater. For those of you who don't know, this show was the combined brainchild of two main RMU students, Mark Brisky and Andrew Sheeran. Last year we said goodbye to the first founder, Mark Brisky, and today we say goodbye to the last. So we're going to take today to remember where we came from and celebrate where we are going. So, baby cakes. Where do you think we're going here at Prime Cuts?
You know, I think you only said that because you got the hots for the camera lady.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you know. Okay. Anyway, I guess I should do my regular voice today, huh?
You should.
Since we're gonna bring it down.
So what is your real name? Since you're obviously not.
I'm not. I'm not Ron McKenzie. My real name is Josh Elsass, and I come to you from a land down under.
Also, my name is not really Johan Blitzkrieg. I know. It's a little bizarre.
Be still my beating heart.
My name is actually Brian Coddington.
Who ironically gets an A+ in Germany every single time.
I'm a shameless self-promoter. That's the only thing I could say. Shameless self-promoter.
Journey in the Necrocomic-Con deserved it.
It was. It was a good one.
It
was a good one. So, you know what we're going to do first? We're going to go ahead and we're going to recap this past semester. We had some really great stuff, didn't we?
Yes, we really did. We had 2 new characters emerge, and we have solidified, I think, another character.
So we have a montage that we picked out.
No way.
Let's go ahead. This is Prime Cuts Theater, Season 2. Well, that was really heartfelt. You know?
Yeah.
We did a lot of good stuff this semester.
I had to do my default look.
I
have the same look every time we come back.
And I always, I held the cane like this.
Yeah.
And look.
We have it down to a science.
We do have it down to a science.
Which is pretty bad.
We do have it down to a science. But I mean, you really stepped in, especially with the spring semester.
Yeah.
Because what happened was, my brother, Mark Coddington, is the one who plays Brian Spencer. And later in the show, we're going to go ahead and he'll explain to you where that whole character came from. But he couldn't be the co-host for this semester, and we were really on a bind because we needed someone else to take the reins.
And you weren't putting Zach there.
We're not putting Zach there.
No.
I mean, Zach's great, and he's our loose cannon character. He really is our loose cannon character. And we have the Mark Madden guy. So I mean, we were in a bind.
Yeah. So
and you really stepped in.
I was dragged. I wasn't
dragged.
stepped. I was in Jeff Waller's TV1 class. Hi, Zach. I was in Jeff Waller's TV1 class, and I had done 2 projects. One where I was a gay figure skater who was going to become a cage fighter, and another one where I was an exercise workout man. And and Andrew was the TA for that class. And in that class, I literally had no shame in the characters I played. And
so
Andrew,
Ron McKenzie has no shame.
Ron McKenzie has no shame. So Andrew came to me and said, I would really like you to be involved in Prime Cuts. Now, at first, I was like, okay, sure. You know, like, I'm already, you know.
You were doing stuff with CSC.
CSC, RMU Tonight, and RMU Live.
Yeah,
I was involved.
You were doing a lot of things.
Start, you know.
You're doing a lot of things.
And I was like, okay. And then I was encouraged further by you.
Yeah. That's because I was co-producing.
You were co-producing, and I had met Mark, and I met Zach, and, you know, got to know you guys a little bit better. And then finally I was like, all right, I'll take the plunge.
And we really, honestly, I think you and I have a good on-camera chemistry.
Yeah, and
we're still able to maintain the video too. That's the thing. We're able to maintain those elements.
I remember the first, like, I was like, okay, Andrew's like, all right, now that you're in, we have to come up with a character. And I'm like, man, what character am I gonna do? I have no idea, right? And I just remember going to you and Andrew sitting in the newsroom. I go, okay, howdy hosers, so here's what my character's gonna be. And Ron McKenzie emerged.
And that was perfect. All right, well, still to come on Prime Cuts Theater. With more secrets revealed, so go ahead and stay tuned.
Her final exam started 10 minutes ago. She'll wake up hungover and won't remember what happened last night. Extreme behaviors have extreme costs.
When you go back to college as an adult, it's not the same deal as when you're 18. You need different things. Convenience, faculty and staff who understand what it means to be an adult student. And you'll need a degree that'll mean something. That'll be recognized around the workplace. That's why Robert Morris University was my choice. Adult-friendly and academically excellent.
At Robert Morris University, we've been building foundations for success for 86 years.
Welcome back, RMU. For this next segment, we will welcome back to the set of Prime Cuts, a face that has not been seen around here for quite some time. He's famous for his amazing good looks and his overall awesomeness. Seriously, he is. Please help me welcome back good old Adam White. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
So, Adam, you were one of the first co-hosts, along with myself, on Prime Cuts. How did you get involved in it?
The way that I got involved is that Andrew and I are good friends. We lived in the apartments together. And he came to me, he says, we're starting up this show. We need a guy with a lot of personality, somebody that the people can relate to, you know, a people's person. And he said, would you be interested? And I said, you know what, Andrew, I would.
You also needed someone to balance out whatever my craziness was going to be.
That's also true.
That was true. That was true.
You were going to be crazy?
I was the crazy character back then.
I was the sugar to your spice.
You were. You were. You were. So, you know, we had a lot of fun.
We definitely did.
We had a lot of fun. You know, a lot of crazy moments. PSAs were a lot of fun.
PSAs were
My
great.
particular favorite PSA was that, was it the dating one?
The date.
Crack corn.
That was
a great one.
How to throw a good party, I think.
Yes, how to throw a good party. We actually did that one around the same time last year because of finals coming up.
That's so great. My favorite one would definitely be Duck and Cover.
Duck and Cover.
Just nothing could top Duck and Cover.
Yeah, episode 1. That was the first PSA we ever showed on Prime Cuts, and it was phenomenal. We try every week to go ahead and capture the magic, but it's tough. So what's been going on I mean, you graduated.
I graduated.
What's going on right now with you?
It's true. Well, I graduated since you've seen me last. I got married. Hello to my.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Got married. Hello to my wonderful wife, Beth. Let me think. I did construction for a little bit after I graduated, putting that business degree to good use, you know. And now I'm currently working as the youth minister at St. David's Church out in Peters Township. So, hey, shout out to them.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So, you were the oddball out of all of us.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
you
true.
weren't the TV major. You just basically came on here because you wanted to have some fun on,
That's right.
Friday mornings.
Friday mornings, when I was in high school, I had a little bit of experience in a video class that I took, doing film and videos and things like that, but never anything with like a lot of TV or anything.
That's good. That's good. So I want to ask you, just to like wrap this all up.
Yes.
What's your favorite Prime Cuts moment?
That's a tough question. My favorite Prime Cuts moment is probably when you got deported.
Oh, God. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at that, just to refresh people's minds.
I thought that was a great show, Johan.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, we had a lot of good stuff today.
We
a lot
did.
of good stuff. What was that?
You gave up.
What was that?
What?
Hey, what's going on here?
Well, Mr. Brisky.
What?
Mr. Brisky, my name is Agent Chuck Steak.
And I'm
INS.
undercover agent. Agent Chuck Steak from INS? What's going on
You
here?
were reported for killing 1,500 baby seals.
Baby seals?
What?
That's right. It was anonymous tip.
Well, okay.
All right. Well, that was really crazy.
You know, if Ron McKenzie was here, if he was here,
Yeah.
well, I think he'd say something like this: "You killed baby seals, you hoser! What's wrong with you? Did you make them into bacon?"
Possibly.
Okay.
Possibly. No, I did not kill any baby seals. That was the capstone of the plot between me and the producers. Yeah. So that was really cool. You played a straight man on that one also.
Yeah, my favorite was trying to figure out, as they were dragging you off the set,
Yeah.
trying to figure out like just what to say to like kind of tie it up as best I could.
Yeah.
You know, because we left the viewers wanting more, and you know, what's going to happen to Johan, and I'm just like, well, hey,
was crazy.
there he goes.
It was well, there you go. Well, see you next
See you
year.
next week. Right.
No, well, that originally that one wasn't supposed to be the final. It was originally we were going to have it where we had to get rid of Brisky, who was our producer at the time. We had to go ahead and get rid of him, so we were going to have like an epic lightsaber battle in which he gets killed, and that didn't happen because we just didn't have enough time.
Yeah.
But that was a good substitute. I mean,
I loved it.
I know a lot of people watch it. They're like, "Oh wow, I can't believe he was able to utter that many swear words in one gulp."
It really was impressive.
Yeah, that would be.
Oh,
I mean, you were probably like, "I know they made these videos."
I didn't know.
yeah.
We haven't done anything that crazy.
No.
No.
I mean, I got tackled out of a chair last week.
That
by
was
Mark.
funny.
That was
really
pretty
funny. We almost took out the set.
Yeah. Yeah.
We really almost took out the set.
I don't know. I'm trying to think if we've done anything. I don't know. You cold cocked me. That was pretty good.
That was the first time you were
The
here.
first episode with the cuckoo could chew. That was probably really good on air hit, but nothing like kicking and screaming, dragged out.
Well, those guys who were the INS agents, they were friends of mine. One of them is his name's Tony. He's a photography major here. He just decided to help out, and that's really how this show works. Is that we have friends, bring him on, give him a character, have him help out, and that's really the best part I think of this show is that you have so many personalities that work well together and mesh. Whereas other shows you have different personalities just trying to go ahead and accomplish the same goal of just putting TV show. We're all friends here.
You got to have that chemistry mixed
Absolutely.
together.
Absolutely.
That's what makes it all happen.
It is.
So, don't go anywhere, RMU. There's more Prime Cuts still to come.
In case actually didn't keep count. Those 2 Jello shots and 5 beers that I had with Greg really cost me. I mean, my license, $400 in court costs, $350 in other fees. My parents won't let me go on spring break until I pay back all the money that they lent me. Plus, I had to spend a night in jail. I have no car, so my friends have to chauffeur me around everywhere, or else I have to frickin' walk. And I mean, how uncool is that to walk anywhere?
Extreme behaviors have extreme costs.
At Robert Morris University, individuals matter. And these days, we're about more than business. We're nurses, computer experts, engineers, future teachers, graphic designers, and some of us are D1 student athletes. And we're still the best business school around.
Every day we're changing lives at Robert Morris University with active, engaged faculty teaching active, engaged students. Come check out how your world can expand at RMU.
Welcome back, RMU. I'm pleased to introduce 2 very special guests. My former co-host, Brian Spencer, and a very good friend and a character who's been recurring more and more on the show, Michael Gabriel. So welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks for having me.
Some clapping.
Thank you.
Maybe not.
Stop doing that.
Okay. So guys.
We don't even have an audience.
I know. Yeah. It's sad, you know? So, guys, you mainly have just started becoming more involved with Prime Cuts, with the exception of, you know, you.
So it would really just be I've just gotten started with the involvement of Prime Cuts.
Great way to belittle him and his
You've
efforts.
just got started being on camera.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, before you were floor director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I floor directed for basically the whole first season and started floor directing for the second season, and then you guys wanted me to do
a character.
You
did a great job. You do a great job.
Michael
as,
Gabriel.
Michael Gabriel.
I really like that name, actually. You know, it's really grown on me.
So, B. Spence.
Brian.
We have a lot of history.
Aside from being brothers, yes, we do.
Yes, we do. This is my younger brother, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
And why don't you go ahead and tell us about your favorite moment from Prime Cuts?
My favorite moment would have to be when it was last semester, and we were filming an episode. I forget which one it was specifically, but then when we were done, we all left and everything, and I was in your car.
Yeah. We were driving.
And
it was a fun trip.
I got a lovely phone call from you saying we didn't film.
Yeah,
we didn't
that
record.
was fun.
I yelled some profanities.
So did I.
Yeah.
So did I.
He actually stopped the car and was scared for his life.
I was a little worried what was going on. Mark doesn't usually do this.
Mm-hmm. And we had to come back the next day and re-record the entire thing. So yeah, fun stuff. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks.
Could you pick a clip though?
You pick the actual clip.
If I had to pick a clip, I'd probably pick the me dressing up as myself with the Unabomber.
So let's go ahead and take a short little look at Mark as the Unabomber. Back RMU, we have a special treat for you all. We have our first ever director interview. I want to welcome to the show Mark Coddington. Welcome, Mark.
Thank you for having me.
Now, we just saw your second film, I believe. It was your second film.
It was my first.
It was your first?
My first. Get the facts straight.
Okay. The only reason I say second is because, according to my sources, you did make a first film called Anatomy of Spartacus.
I burned it. This is my only one.
Okay, this is your only one.
Yes.
So what I wanted to ask was, what were some of the emotions and feelings going through your mind when you created Bunnicula?
Diabetes. Diabetes, because I harken back to my day in high school where I was attacked by a rabbit.
Attacked by a rabbit.
He gave me diabetes.
I was not aware that rabbits could...
Type 3.
Type 3?
The most deadly of all two.
Of all two? You died?
Inside.
Inside, okay. I was... Wow. That's pretty funny, the whole diabetes thing.
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
I remember I was floor directing for
Yeah.
that. That was I was
I think everyone
laughing
was
so
cracking
hard.
up.
I was
Yeah,
trying
that
to
was
hold it
particular one.
without being loud enough for you guys to hear. But it was just
This is so ridiculous.
It was
you just
complete-
kept saying it.
Yeah, it was
kept saying
completely on,
diabetes.
made up as, the day unfolded. It's like, okay, I'm going to be on the show. What am I going to do? Unabomber. Okay. Let's get some
No, I did
sunglasses.
the makeup for you. I put
the mustache.
He
on.
kept you kept the mustache on for
You
a little
did
while.
keep the
Yeah,
mustache on
it
for a
kind of
little bit.
scared some people.
It looked like a
but-
porn stash, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
Definitely did.
It did. So Zach.
Yeah.
You helped out on the show. Now you're on the show.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite moment of Prime Cuts?
My favorite moment, it would have to be when I was floor directing. I think it might have been the very first episode.
Yeah.
With you and Adam White, and you was the during the PSA. What was that?
It was Duck and Cover.
Duck and Cover.
Duck and
and
Cover. Classic.
And my favorite moment was, bees, bees.
Yeah.
Bees! Just like I was just sitting there, and Adam and Brian are going back and forth, like just back and forth. And like the greatest part is they're doing it during the PSA, but then afterwards we did a clip with them both just sitting here going, bees, bees.
Yeah, that was pretty much on the fly. That was on the fly bees because it just looks so ridiculous.
It just came out of nowhere.
It did.
And then you guys just kept doing it, but it was like great.
All right, well, I want to go ahead and I want to see this again.
All right.
So let's go ahead and we're going to take a look at that particular clip with the bees.
Bees!
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 Did you say bees?
Yes, I said bees! They're out there! They're everywhere!
What are?
Bees!
Fantastic clip.
That was good.
Yeah. Well, coming up after the break, we have info on new. Oh, please stop doing that. Summer movies and a few more very special guests that you don't want to miss.
At Robert Morris University, we explore our world.
We made documentaries in Chile.
I'm taking business students to Mexico.
We deliver nursing services to families in Nicaragua.
We're going to study media management in Germany.
At Robert Morris University, we're preparing students for tomorrow's careers. That means gaining a global perspective. Come check out how your world can expand at RMU.
Thanks again, sir. I look forward to being an asset to this company.
My pleasure. You'll hear from us in about a week with our decision, okay?
Sounds good. Thanks again.
Wow. That young man has real potential to work here. I guess all we have left to do now is make sure there are no surprises on that face page thing.
Well, I found something I think you'd like to see.
Oh, that's a shame.
True. How'd you interview though?
Oh man, I nailed it. It's in the can.
Hey, cool, man.
Extreme behaviors have extreme costs.
Welcome back, RMU. Now we're going to let you know some of the movies that will be released this summer. You and I, we're both fans of movies, so let's go ahead and get started
really?
with this. Yeah.
That's why we do this
That's
show.
why we do the show.
Oh, okay. Just
All right.
wanted to put that out.
The first one that I want to mention is Public Enemies.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp as John Dillinger.
John Dillinger. Isn't that?
He was a gangster.
Yeah.
He was a gangster back in the 30s.
He robbed banks.
He robbed banks.
Like 32 banks or something he robbed.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And he never got caught until he died, right?
I think it's something. No, I think he might have gotten caught.
Oh.
I'm not entirely sure, but I mean, I saw the trailer for this, and it looks really, really good.
Yeah.
Like Johnny
Well,
Depp's
Christian
really
Bale's in this too.
Christian Bale's in this too, which he's
So-
another movie that we're going to talk about soon. But I'm really looking forward to this one. So when Public Enemies comes out, make sure that you go ahead and see that because it's a Johnny Depp movie.
And the other one, or another one we're going to talk about is Inglourious Bastards. That's right.
Quentin Tarantino.
QT, baby.
Yeah.
He's back. He's like,
He's
all
killing
right,
Nazis.
I'll do Death Proof. And then, bam, Inglourious Bastards. 7 men, 7 bastards, 1 dead Nazi. Maybe Hitler. Who knows?
Probably. You know, this, we were looking at today. It has Mike Myers in it.
Yeah. I'm not sure how Mike Myers is
My
gonna
guess
fit.
is Mike Myers is probably going to be a Nazi.
I hope he's Hitler.
You think he'll be Hitler?
If he's Hitler, it'll be the best movie ever.
I can't see him as Hitler.
I can. Oh,
I can? Oh, yeah. All right. Well, the next one we're going to go to is Transformers. 2.
All right. So here's what's the lowdown on this, okay?
Yeah.
Transformers was originally a comic book.
Yeah, I figured that much.
Okay. And it's what it's going to be about is it's going to follow the comic book line, not the line of cartoon series. The main character, who I'm not going to give away because you're all going to think it's Megatron, but it's not. The main villain.
Starscream.
It's not Starscream. The main villain is from the comic books. So this is a huge shock for hardcore Transformers fans
I'm
like
assuming
myself.
you're a hardcore Transformers fan.
There is a picture of Optimus Prime above my bed.
I personally like Megatron, but
You're lame.
that's okay. The next one we're going to talk about is Up. No, you sit down. Yes, Up. That Dream. Is it DreamWorks or Pixar?
It's Pixar.
It's Pixar. I don't know. I get it mixed up.
Pixar.
But it's the Pixar movie about the guy who has his house floating.
Yeah, with
with
a
balloons.
fat Cub Scout.
The fat Cub Scout in it,
Yeah.
which looks goofy.
It's fun because my brother and I do an old man routine, and
Yeah.
it's Edgar, and this dude is just straight along the same line.
I mean,
that
they
we
were
do
doing.
it, so.
They did really great with Cars.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Cars was really amazing. I mean,
Cars was
this is
awesome.
probably going to be
Better.
probably better. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not a big Pixar fan, you know, aside from Toy Story, which is always good. But that
should be good.
About it.
All right. Now, here's one that will also be near and dear to my heart. I love how I get my little boy
You
nerdy
do.
ones
You
here.
get your boy
All
nerdy
right.
ones.
You know what it's time for? The Rise of Cobra! G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra comes out this summer. Yes! Is all I have to say.
Oh, you know what? I was always a big fan of G.I. Joe. I had the little action figures back in the 80s
Everyone
and 90s.
did.
Yeah, I mean, I even had the Cobra tank.
Ah.
I had the Cobra tank.
Did you get the Cobra tank that shoots people up out of the air?
No, this Cobra tank had a shield that popped off and had like a Gatling gun thing on the side of it. But this is pretty cool. I saw the trailer for this one as well. It looks really slick. My only thing is that, is it Destro?
Yeah.
The guy who has a silver head?
Yeah.
He doesn't have a silver head in this one.
I did not know that.
No, he doesn't.
Wow.
There is no silver head.
See, I don't want to watch the trailer. I want to go into
You
the
wanna go in
movie
fresh.
blind.
All right.
So.
Fair enough. So the next one we've got is Terminator Salvation.
We are done professionally.
We are seriously done professionally.
Him and
This
Arnold
is
are
the
done
movie
professionally.
that was all about all the outrage that we talked about in the Oscar special.
Yeah.
Regarding Christian Bale flipping out because it was this movie. And to be quite honest with you, I'm looking forward to it.
I
didn't like the last one as much, but
Terminator series.
really,
I can't get into it.
You don't like Eddie Furlong?
No, I can't get into it. It kills me. Sarah Connor's annoying.
Sarah
and nothing
Connor.
nine years. I don't know.
Well, she's dead, so you don't have to worry about her.
Still.
I don't know. I'm really looking forward to this. I mean, Christian Bale's a great actor, even if he's flipping out on lighting guys.
Yeah.
But it looks really good.
Now, what you're gonna want to look forward to is X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh, jeez.
This is awesome. Marvel is just blowing up right now. The new Hulk was great, Iron Man was great, and now we have Wolverine. This movie will probably, and I'm not knowing what's at the end, but will probably set Wolverine up for the Avengers movie coming out.
I would probably assume that.
So I'm sure we'll see a little Nick Cage at the end of it, so stay after the credits is what I'm trying to tell you. Watch it through the credits because there will be the scene with Nick Cage going, I'm Nick Cage, I wear an eye patch, and I'm Samuel L. Jackson. Will you please join the Avengers?
Well, I mean, my only thing is people have probably already seen
Well, yeah,
Wolverine because it was leaked online. But, I mean, that's neither here nor there. And the next one we're going to talk about is Angels and Demons.
Yeah.
The sequel. Is it sequel or prequel?
This is the prequel.
This is the
Chris
prequel
Brown's Da Vinci Code.
the Da Vinci Code.
It's a book.
Yeah,
that's
it's well,
before
yeah.
the
For
Da
this
Vinci
one was
Code.
originally a book.
So was the Da Vinci Code. They were both books.
I know they were both
yeah,
books.
Okay. I'm just clarifying that for
Thank
the people.
you. Thank you. We talk about books here on Prime Cuts also. But this still
educated.
follows Thomas Hanks' character dealing with the Illuminati.
Yeah.
The power that's trying to take over, I guess. I guess they're evil.
Do you believe in everything that Dan Brown has written
No,
down?
because he's a novelist.
Oh.
That's like me saying that, Shel Silverstein, his poems, that's doctrine.
Well, it is doctrine. Anyway, next is another, we
You're
really
just
did
getting
well
all
with
the
this.
fanboy movies,
Star
aren't you?
Trek! The new movie Star Trek is coming out.
It looks really good.
It's going to be awesome. It doesn't even come close to any of the other movies coming out with the exception of Transformers. My dad got me into the Voyager series.
Really?
And I've
Well,
just
is it because of 7 of 9 and how hot she is?
That was my mom.
That's the reason I only
my
watch
mom
the
was always
Voyager
so
series,
mad.
to be
She
quite
was
honest
like,
with you.
You only watch that movie because of 709.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And then 10-year-old Josh is like, I just think that she's cool.
I like her acting.
Yeah.
No, but I'm a fan of Star Wars. Never was really a Trekkie.
I go both ways.
Sorry, I'm
I
strictly
speak fluent in
the
both.
Wars guy.
Yeah.
But when I saw the trailer for this one too, and it looks really slick, I'm looking forward to it. So our next one, this is a good one for me because I love Sacha Baron Cohen. Bruno. Sacha Baron Cohen loves his characters.
I don't even know how you say Sacha Baron Cohen without slipping over it. It comes out well for everyone, but it's you read it and you're like,
huh? No, but I mean, if you remember, Sacha Baron Cohen, he did Borat, and this is his follow-up because he likes to go ahead and kill off his characters and never use them again. So you'll never see Borat again, but you've got Bruno now, and it's basically about a flamboyantly homosexual fashion designer and his travels in America. And it looks really goofy, and I'm really looking forward to seeing
wonder
it.
how many lawsuits this one will bring.
Probably about 50. My guess is 50.
At least. And once again, another little boy crush of mine, Harry Potter
Are you
and the
serious?
Half-Blood Prince.
Are you serious?
Wingardium Leviosa. I'm lifting you to the movies.
No.
I just casted a spell on the camera. It's floating right now.
I know. No. I'm not a big fan of the Harry Potter movies, but...
No more Kane.
No more Kane?
No more Kane.
But, I mean, I like the movies that they're getting darker.
Yes.
Just because it's my kind of movie that I like to watch.
They're awesome, Brian.
I did watch the
Says
last
the
one.
skull.
But I'm just not a fan of the books. But I'm looking forward to this summer.
Yeah.
A lot of good movies.
It's going to be fantastic.
It is, and thank you for giving me back my cane. So, we have to go take a very quick commercial break. But still to come on Prime Cuts, the return of some of Prime Cuts' favorites.
Well, you know I'm his favorite.
Definitely. Prime Cuts, we're
At Robert Morris University, individuals matter. And these days, we're about more than business. We're nurses, computer experts, engineers, future teachers, graphic designers, and some of us are D1 student athletes. And we're still the best business school around.
Every day we're changing lives at Robert Morris University with active, engaged faculty teaching active, engaged students. Come check out how your world can expand at RMU.
Welcome back, RMU. We have a very special treat for all of you. We've made a lot of jokes about our producers here. But the fact is that we would not be a show without them. So help me go ahead and welcome the set of producers from Prime Cuts who came up with the idea. Mark Brisky and Andrew Sheeran.
You're the only one clapping.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Unloved.
Thank you so much.
I feel so welcome.
Guys, this is actually a very special episode because, Andrew, you're graduating.
I'm done.
That's why we're having this episode,
Yeah.
actually. We're having this episode because it's the end of an era.
Love you, Zach.
It's the end of the golden age.
Yes.
We're getting to the silver.
Well, silver's supposedly rising in price.
There we go.
So
see?
hopefully the cost will remain high.
Yeah,
and
once bronze
the
hits, we're
profits.
just kind of
Yeah.
screwed.
Bronze Age, we're done. It'll be like the Dark Ages.
So we have come a long way, haven't we?
Yeah.
So where did this all start?
Well, pretty much we had the idea of building a TV show based around the TV media students of RMU.
Yeah.
You know, pretty much a student makes a film, makes a video, they show it in class, and then it's popped away in some dustbin
archive.
somewhere, archived, and then no one sees it anymore. So we had the idea of like, hey, why not show these videos off to people?
Give students a reason to really make the videos, and hopefully, over time, increase the overall quality of videos, because now they actually have a reason for it. You know what I mean?
We've seen that happen. I think that's been established, just because of the fact that the videos we're getting now are a lot better quality than we ever had in the beginning.
That's one thing I've noticed too. Like that, as people have started realizing, hey, my stuff can actually be seen.
Absolutely.
You know, on TV, that their overall quality is starting to increase, and the fact that they're getting more in depth with the technology that they're using. They're not just trying to go through and just finish a project for the sake of finishing the project. They're trying to like outdo each other.
I've noticed that too.
That's definitely one of the biggest things.
It's definitely like some sort of like contest now of who can make the best video for Prime Cuts.
Yeah.
I hope it gets to that point.
That'd be nice.
Hey, great if it got to that point.
Maybe later on we can have Prime Cuts medals.
Well, I mean, we did have the Golden Gaffy
Actually, have the
Awards.
scoring mean something.
The scoring does mean stuff. It means stuff.
Sometimes.
In Germany.
In Germany,
it means
in
stuff.
Germany,
In
it means something. Even though you're not really German.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to ask you, Brisket. Because you left first.
Yeah.
Okay? We wanted to kill you off. We couldn't.
Just won't die.
You're the Highlander. Okay?
Just won't die.
So I want to ask you, what is your favorite moment from Prime Cuts?
I think my favorite moment has to be the diarrhea scene, or mainly
The
Johan,
diarrhea scene.
where you put that highly toxic laxative in all our drinks.
That was an amazing day of shooting.
I never ran so fast in my life.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think people may have ran into doors and hurt themselves.
Possibly.
There were bruises.
Well, we got a special treat. We're going to go ahead and show
Sweet.
the diarrhea scene. So let's go ahead. This is a segment from the ever popular Prime Cuts Theater diarrhea scene. On here, pretty much banged up and bruised because certain individuals and certain individuals of the production, the producers, thought it would be in their wisdom to beat me up. Well, what you didn't see was after the show, it wasn't just them. It was everyone in the crew who thought it would be fun to go ahead and make fun of me because I looked bruised and banged up.
You gotta love the crew.
I've rectified the situation, okay? And you might want to go ahead and take notes of this, Brian, because you love that coffee so much.
You know what? I'm almost done with this.
You know, that's fantastic to hear, Brian. You know why?
Why?
Because I bought everyone coffee for the shoot today.
You're a very kind individual.
I am a very kind individual, especially with the fact that I put a generous amount of the most explosive laxative you can find on the market inside each and every one of the coffees. And in fact, it's almost like, I put more laxative than there was coffee. So that's pretty delicious, isn't it?
It makes sense
Isn't
now.
it, crew and cast and producers? Isn't it delicious? What? No witty retort? That's right. Why aren't you sweating? Why aren't you sweating, Brian?
Brian Spencer doesn't have an anus. He sold it to a homeless man in '84.
84, huh?
Yes. It was a good year.
Whatever. Wow, that was
good.
one hell of a day.
Oh my goodness.
That was epic.
That was.
I never heard those animal noises before.
Yeah, I mean, where did that come from?
It may have been a Tusken Raider
Seriously.
man.
I mean, I heard, oh, and then you have like the echoes too, which just makes it even worse. And I didn't even have to mess with it when I was editing. When you and I were both editing that thing.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that was a crazy production shoot.
We had a lot of people in that production. Like, we grabbed anyone we could find.
I mean, we were in DeLaro's office, trying to get
amazing.
his reaction shot.
He loved it.
It was the first time we actually included him into the show.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, and I just the reaction was amazing. I mean, you had that happen right, and you see them run out. But I mean, that took some planning.
Yeah.
Because we had to go ahead, get a shot from the control room, get them running out, match it up with them running across and into the bathroom. I mean, it was great. I mean, we got your girlfriend in on it too.
Yeah, no, she really enjoyed it too.
Fact.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And trying to teach all those people in there, it's like, okay, make like you're in the control room, although none of I think there were two of us in there that actually knew what to do in the control room.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just
they're just like
tapes.
pointing at random
just
things.
press buttons and you'll know
press
what to
some
do.
buttons and it works.
No,
but that was seriously one of the better little of our little skits in between.
That was good.
I mean, unfortunately, that kind of fell off. Like the storyline aspect kind of fell off towards this season.
After I graduated,
just because it was crazy.
Gone.
All the magic left, and then they were stuck with me.
Yeah.
And B. Spence.
Yeah.
Kind of like the platinum age. Then I went down to the golden age. Where we kind of lost some things.
Yeah. So, Andrew, your favorite Prime Cuts moment?
Well, I'm a glutton for punishment, usually other people's punishment. I would mention something about bees, because that was a really good clip.
Bees? What about bees?
We just saw that before. I remember that one, yeah.
The bees one?
Yeah. But,
yeah.
I was going to say that one, but he had to take that one. But I'm going to have to go with when you got the Emmy broken over your face.
Oh, my God.
That Emmy.
A lot of people don't know about this.
There was an Emmy that was sitting on the table for almost the entire first season.
Yeah.
And it was gone randomly because this.
Yeah. I mean,
This is what did it.
That was, a lot of people don't know about this, but we have always had this little Emmy that was sitting on our table. We had it running throughout every episode up until December.
Yeah.
And what had happened was...
I blame Mark.
I blame him too. What happened was that Brian Spencer, my brother, Mark Coddington, during that whole scene where he comes at me because I've been, sleeping with his mother, it's kind of weird when you think about it.
Yeah.
The character of Brian Spencer.
That's ironic.
Which she won't come back on the show anymore.
You might need to talk to Oedipus about that.
Yeah. But what happened is he goes ahead and finds out, and he bashes me in the head with the award. Now, what you didn't see was that award was actually metal, and the bolt that was connected to it broke off and actually really did hurt me in the eye. And there was a nice big welt on my face for about 2 weeks.
Yeah. Wow. I must have missed that.
Yeah, you missed some fun stuff like that kind of thing, and the whole scene with Sam Bynum in the newsroom. That was not fun for her.
I feel lonely and sad.
She won't look at us.
She will not. I mean, we tried to bring her back on the show. Like me and Mark just tried to go ahead and bring her back on the show for something, and she's like, "No, I can't work with you guys anymore.
No.
I can't work with you." So let's go ahead and quickly take a look at me getting hit in the face with the award.
Sweet.
Learn how exploding an eyeball daily can prolong life. For Brian Spencer, and I don't see him around, I'm Johann Blitzkrieg. No more bad move. Ah! Oh! Ah! Die! Oh! Die! Well, yeah, that wasn't a fun day. That was not a fun day. I mean, you missed that, Briss.
I know, it's sad.
No, it was not fun. No one deserves to get hit in the face with a piece of metal.
That Emmy is never usable again.
No, I don't even know where it is. I think it's just like that the little figurine guy is just hanging around. But
I think what I kind of liked almost more than you getting hit in the face is when you got tackled.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I had mini DV tapes in my pocket that day too.
Yeah,
So,
you were really mad at him.
I was
for that.
mad. Well, the brand new mini DV
That's
tapes.
work.
They probably dug into your leg.
They did. They did.
Bruised you.
They did.
Tender.
Meat. Yes, meat. Well, the one little point before I move on is that actually there were 2 shots. You know, we did it one time and it didn't work. And so really, when you see me say, you know, no more bad movies, RMU, that was afterwards. That's why my face is all red. But that's about it. So we're gonna go ahead.
I thought you were just blushing.
No. And because of the fact that, one, Andrew, you're graduating, you're done, you're out of here. And Brisky, you are gone. You're here in spirit. We wanted to go ahead and give you, well, not give you, but just give the show something to remember the legacy that you guys started. So I'm an artist, you know, mainly painting. I did that before I got into video. So I went ahead and I created these eternal portraits of you guys. And look, here's good old Brian Spencer.
Oh my goodness.
And
wow.
Yes.
Oh wow.
That's
Yes.
suave.
It is
Thank
suave.
you, Vanna White.
It is suave. I mean, my hope is that these portraits will last forever, and that whoever leaves Prime Cuts will get their own portrait.
Am I standing in a fire?
No. Well,
it's so hot.
Well,
combusting.
We're gonna go to break now. This is our last commercial break. I really promise. Stay tuned. Prime Cuts will be right back.
We're going great.
At Robert Morris University, individuals matter. And these days, we're about more than business. We're nurses, computer experts, engineers, future teachers, graphic designers. Some of us are D1 student athletes, and we're still the best business school around.
Every day we're changing lives at Robert Morris University with active, engaged faculty teaching active, engaged students. Come see for yourself. Individuals matter at RMU.
Okay, welcome back, RMU, to Prime Cuts Theater. At the end of this show, instead of doing our normal PSA that we usually have done, this last segment of Prime Cuts is very special, and it's brought together the cast and producers of Prime Cuts on a stage to reveal what really goes on behind the scenes. So we're just going to go around and we're going to introduce everybody. We're not in character this time, so let's go get everyone's real names. So we'll start with you.
With me. All right. Well, I'm Josh Elsass, and I played the character Ron McKenzie on Prime Cuts, the newest season.
I'm Adam White, and I played myself on the original season of Prime Cuts.
Original.
And I am not Johan Blitzkrieg.
Shocker.
Shocker. My name is actually Brian Coddington.
Wait, the guy who wins all the awards?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Now it makes sense why those videos actually win.
So much like you.
Yep. And I'm usually known as Mark Brisky. I was one of the first producers of the first season.
The creator. Don't
Yeah,
hat
yeah,
yourself.
the
He's the
creator.
creator.
Half creator, got two here. Great
With
toys.
the hat.
Well, actually, this year it wasn't there. It was a different hat. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Ooh, whoa. I'm Andrew Sharon. I was the co-founder with Mark during the first season, and I now produce and everything else. I don't know. Yeah.
Pretty much. Something like that.
I play myself sometimes.
Play yourself.
I'm Zach Mondras. I played Michael Gabriel this season. I was floor directing last season. I'm the guy that had sex with his daughter. And in real life, I did have sex with his daughter.
Sure.
Don't
have a daughter.
Yeah, great. I'm Mark Coddington. I played Brian Spencer. I'm not going to give you the full title of his name. But I did appear on this show as Mark Coddington, just had mustaches and looked like the Unabomber. So,
yeah, diabetes.
So, we've all been involved with this show in some aspect. What do you all think? I mean,
This show
those
sucks.
of us who basically started this show when we took over the Treasury series.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Let's start with that. I mean, how did this happen? How did Prime Cuts really come to be?
Talk to that, man.
So let's go ahead and start with you guys.
It was seriously like an underground show.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it
for
was
a while.
bare bones nothing.
We were the redheaded stepchildren of
That's what it
RMU-TV,
was.
I think.
Like we were.
I still like to think of us as that
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, honestly,
It's our street cred.
Yeah.
It's our street cred, you know?
I mean, honestly,
From
like,
the block.
like we were the freaks, I think, of the AMC. I mean, we are now. We're classy freaks, maybe.
Classy.
But we were just like, it was just ball and feed or whatever.
Yeah.
When we first started. It was fun though.
it was really funny because like like I said before, the way it actually started was that like you know, like me and Mark, we really wanted to make a show, and you know, we came up with this idea like there's all these good videos, we need to show it on TV, and so we came up with this whole idea, presented it to Michael DeLauro, and he told us we already have a show like that.
Yeah, we're like, what?
Really?
Really? Like, I've never seen it. Is it advertised? Where's this thing?
And so yeah, that's actually how the show came to be because we just decided to take over that one instead of the pre-existing show. And
Thank you, Treasury Series, for that.
Yes.
How'd you guys?
Not ending up too hot.
I've been with the show from you guys from the very beginning. How did you guys come up with the name though? Like, I never
That
understood
was a
Prime
good
Cuts.
Story.
Oh, we
We
had
went through a couple names.
We had a lot of names.
I was really in love with Rough Cuts.
I love
You
that.
know, yeah, Rough Cuts would have been an interesting one.
It would have been,
Yeah,
but
it would've been.
I think it was actually Adrian who came up with Prime Cuts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Adrian Canus.
I don't know Adrian Canals. Yeah, we were.
I don't know.
She was wearing a dress yesterday.
What?
Yeah, she was wearing a dress yesterday.
What?
She was at DocFest and she won an award.
She worked on the Chili documentary.
No, but I think Prime Cuts, you know, it's the best videos that we show. I mean,
Yeah.
Michael
was kind of the
right
thinking.
that Rough Cuts, it seemed kind of
It's like
amateur.
mediocre.
yeah,
videos
undone.
and
No,
everything,
it's like
so-
not complete. Yeah.
Like Donnie Darko.
Good movie though.
Yeah.
So, Mark,
No
let's go
buttons.
ahead.
No.
Talk
you're
about
not.
you.
No, you're not.
Where did
Ryan
Spencer come
Spencer.
from? Where do you come from, Mark?
He actually came from a TV1 class. We were actually going to do we had to do a PSA on anything, and after being shut down for mad cow beef jerky.
That was
And
awesome, though.
Species erotica.
And Species erotica.
That was really
a good one. I think still has potential.
It could.
Still has
It needs to be done.
potential.
I decided to come up with a character that was a mix between Kent Brockman and who else?
Troy McClure.
Troy McClure from The Simpsons. So after that, actually the first episode of Prime Cuts has the PSA that was used in the PSA, the class. So you know, all the setting was all taking place in the studio. The person who was a little kid who relapsed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was.
That was the little children.
Dan
That sounds
Robertson.
great.
Dan Robertson. So yeah, and then after that, it just took off. Like, what other ideas could you do as Brian Spencer talking about? I don't know, harassment.
Black holes.
Yeah,
Black holes.
steroids, black
Yeah.
holes.
He's an expert on
graboids,
everything.
Graboids.
Oh yeah.
Mexicans, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to see the
The
Graboids
sombrero
one.
was amazing.
Went through the trees.
So,
Oh, was it over in like the food court?
Yes.
oh yeah, where I ate everyone's food. That was
Yes.
that was a play off of Phil Hartman, who was also a person who kind of made Brian
did.
Spencer came to be. So, and that was taken off the SNL skit of Bill Clinton at McDonald's, you know, comparing Somali warlords and.
Classic sketch.
Yes, very good one.
YouTube it. It's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah.
So, Adam, I'm going to go to you
Yeah.
because you're kind of the odd man out on this one
I
because
am.
you aren't a TV major.
No.
We just drafted you.
It just happened. Andrew came to me. He says, "Hey, we're going to start this show. We need somebody to host it. Would you be interested?" And I thought about it, and I was like, "Well, this could be dangerous. I know Andrew." But I said, "All right, well, let's give it a shot." And came here, met you, and I was like, "All right, they got something going on here. Let's see what happens." So
And you
that's
were
great.
originally the straight guy.
It's true.
And I was the crazy one, and now I've ended up becoming the the straight man.
I passed it on.
Passed it on. Me of all people is
reversed.
I know.
So, next question I want to go to is to everyone because we all were involved in this particular part of it. The first season we had one joining factor in every episode, and that was the prank plot.
Oh yes.
Now the prank plot line.
Oh man.
Let's go ahead and take it to you guys. We all wanted to come up with an idea for a storyline that we could fit in with the entire show. And actually, it started with the first episode and with my accent.
Oh my
and
God,
how
yeah.
you couldn't actually do the accent.
And we go in and out during the episode. It was horrible.
And we beat the German out of
Yes,
you.
you did. See, we had to come up with an idea of, okay, well, how is Johann Blitzkrieg gonna, be able to maintain the American accent, but still say he's German? And beating the German out of me seemed to work.
It worked pretty
Hey,
well.
and it was your idea.
It was my
Yeah.
idea. I'll be the first to say it. Right here on local television.
Local television.
That was all
For the
my
whole world
idea.
to see.
For
Yes.
the whole world to see.
No, I think the best one was the diarrhea and the
Oh,
coffee.
that
Oh my goodness, the escalation to that was bad.
That was amazing.
Yeah, and that's how it came to be that Brian Spencer does not have internal organs in his
Yes.
body.
Yeah.
Yes.
He sold them for something.
He sold them.
No, it was because you
lost it. You sold it.
sold your rectum.
In 1980.
And so,
1984 to homeless man. Yes.
the coffee didn't
Yeah, it did
affect you at
nothing.
all. That was why.
Where does it go?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Combustion engine inside of you.
Yeah.
Turns into hair.
So
Eventually
I have a
comes
question.
out in steam out of his ears.
Josh and Zach, since you guys are now become characters on the show, how do you guys feel about it? I mean, I know it's kind of weird jumping into a show.
With history.
Yes.
You go to any of the other shows and there's history, but it's like
Not really.
back in the day. Whereas like this is a living, active history. I mean, like I watched, when I was asked to do Prime Cuts by Andrew, I, was like, okay. And then went here and I was like, does anyone have air checks of Prime Cuts? And they're like, yeah, here. And, I watched the Mark Madden characters and then, your guys' characters.
Oh,
and
man.
I was just like, wow, there's a huge, huge thing to live up to here.
It's definitely one giant happy family.
Yeah.
It's dysfunctional.
Dysfunctional,
but
yeah,
it's good.
definitely.
Zach, what about you?
I mean, I was a little nervous going in. I've worked with every show basically. I mean, I've been on every show, helped out with every show. But I'd been with you guys for a while, working on the show for you guys for a while. So I was a little nervous going in, but I knew, I was hoping I could do a good job and have fun. And I knew you guys, so I knew it would be kind of easy to go into. But yeah, unlike any other show, this show has actual history that's living and going on. So yeah.
Well, plus it's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary. I mean.
Well, I want to thank everybody, our fans, and everyone else who came here today to go ahead and talk about Prime Cuts. We're going to go ahead and leave you now with Prime Cuts. All right, so we're going to go ahead.
That's the way we roll, man. That's how we roll.
We're going to leave you. Stay tuned for next semester, next season. We're going to go ahead and we're going to show you how to go ahead and do something with a rabbit. Cause crowds to explode using only a peach and whatever else our writers come up with. And exactly. So if you know what I mean, for Ron McKenzie, well, you're Josh Elsas today.
I have Josh.
And everyone else at Prime Cuts, no more bad movies, aren't there?
That's right.